Lord, I was born a dark-skinned man, trying to make a living and doing the best I can. And when it's time for movies, I hope you'll understand. I need to see a dark-skinned man. Thank you very much. This is the gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. Now listen, guys. I want to talk to you about something that I saw on the Twitter box. Twitter, I know everybody out there keeps telling me, Mark, what are you doing? Why are you on Twitter? You need to get off Twitter, man. And I keep telling you, there is a wealth of material, of content that you find on Twitter. America, this is you. This is you in the spotlight, and the dumb shit that you say. There are people like me who analyze this stuff. You know, I've always said, I'm like the government when it comes to social media. All right, I lay back in the cut and I just study what human beings do and their different tendencies on social media so I can put together my thesis. But anyway, yeah, so plus, you know, it's good for networking. I keep telling you guys that. All my Dark Council brothers, shout out to Drunk 3PO, Abu Nas, Lord Callus, Fatal J, Damajanai, all of my brothers, all of the people that I respect that's online, you know, they are on Twitter, so I hang out with them, you know what I mean? But I'm done trying to justify. I'm just there, okay? So anyway, I saw this on Twitter, and I just have to comment on this because, you know, this is an example of what I'm always talking about, you know, about outsiders coming into our space in the geekdom and nerddom and fucking it up, you know what I mean? Like your Ta-Nehisi Coates and people like that. Lord, save us from these so-called scholars and academics and stuff, and how they want to put what we love under the microscope and dissect it and decide what we need to heal ourselves, you know. And the latest example is Dr. Jason Johnson. Come on down, Dr. Jason Johnson. We have a black scholar who was on Twitter, and as you guys know, the movie Dune, no relation to Kara, shout out to Gina Carano, we love Gina Carano, hashtag, yeah, shout out to her. And so we have the Dr. Jason Johnson. Okay, the movie Dune is going to be coming out in October. I believe October 1st is its release date of this year. Dr. Jason Johnson saw the recently released poster for Dune, and based upon the poster alone, he decided to release this tweet. I'm going to read it for you. I'm going to leave it in the description so you can check out the bullshit for yourself. It says here, Dr. Jason Johnson says, hey, a movie about a desert planet in space that features no dark-skinned people of any nationality. Hard pass, he says, because the poster features no dark-skinned people of any nationality, and it's a movie about the desert. So I guess his point is it's ridiculous that there would be no dark-skinned people of any nationality in the desert. So based upon that alone, he's going to pass. Okay, who is Dr. Jason Johnson? You might have seen him. I believe he is a contributor on MSNBC, CNN. Big surprise there. Shocker. He can be seen on there making his little you know, commentaries and everything. And apparently he is a doctor, and I'm not going to take his credentials away from him. You know, congratulations to you, brother. You must have worked very hard to have what you have. But you would think that you would put a lot into your message about achievement, you know, and working hard and things like that. But no, you want to keep the ball rolling. If I don't see people who look like me, then, you know, I'm just going to reject it. You know, it reminds me of the hip hop classic Burn Hollywood Burn by Public Enemy. Now, I love Public Enemy. That's my era of hip hop right there. The golden era of hip hop, I call it. And I have tons of respect for Chuck D. But the corniest line Chuck D ever said, all right, and just made me choke over 20 years ago when I heard it, is he's talking about movies, right? And they were rightfully pointing out at the time the lack of positive representation, you know, for black people in movies. But like I said, that was over 20 years ago, right? So he says, yeah, I'll go see a movie, but it'll take a black one to move me. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Your group's name is Public Enemy, literally named after a white movie from back in what, like the 1940s maybe, with James Cagney, Public Enemy, and I think it might have been called Public Enemy #1. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so obviously this white movie from way back in the day moved you, so it doesn't take a black one to move me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, but see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. It's like we act like history just got started today, and we didn't fight for integration. You know what I mean? If I could see if we didn't fight for integration, right? But we did. People died on all different sides of the racial spectrum. Black people, white people, Jewish people, everybody, you know, to bring us to where we are today. Just so you can sit there, Dr. Jason Johnson, and say, hard pass, there's no dark-skinned black people in this movie. It reminds me of In the Heights. You know what I mean? It's not just enough to have beautiful diversity. You need to have it all. You want it all. You want it all. You want it all. And you want it now. You know what I mean? It's like you can't have it all, bro. It can't all be about you. Sometimes you have to appreciate and admire other people's art. That's what you go to an art museum for. I just want to see art by dark-skinned people. There's no dark-skinned people who are artists here. Hard pass. No, you learn how to admire other people. You know what I mean? That's the way it works. That's the way society gets better. That's how iron sharpens iron, man. You know what I mean? We inspire one another. We learn to live, and we learn to give each other what we need to survive. Together alive, ebony and ivory. Live together in perfect harmony. You know, I don't know how realistic that is, but all I'm saying is you can at least respect and appreciate each other without being like hard pass. And am I blurry? I think I'm blurry. Okay, well, I'm gonna let it ride. It could be, maybe it's the microphone that's doing that. Okay, technical difficulties, guys, but you can hear me, right? Like, that's the important thing. You can hear what I'm saying, right? So anyway, like I said, just trying to work this out while I'm on screen. Very unprofessional. You know, maybe it'll work itself out. But anyway, Dr. Jason Johnson is a graduate of the University of North Carolina. The University of North Carolina featured pro-black activist Michael Jordan and the hardcore activist Andy Griffith. So, you know, how come you didn't take a hard pass on that one there, Dr. Jason Johnson? You know, Andy Griffith is like, you know, that nothing says blackness like that. And he also went to the University of Virginia, which was founded by Thomas Jefferson, who was known to own and bone slaves, as well as the pro-black activists Tina Fey and Katie Couric. So your credentials, sir, are most impressive. Most impressive. But like I said, Dune looks good, okay? And a lot of people are looking forward to it, but you have these wet blankets out here who are going to kick up a fuss. You best believe that going forward, as we get closer to the release date, you're going to see this. Okay, so, you know, it's bothering me, man. Why is this got to be doing this to me, man? Why is it doing it to me? But I'll work it out later. But anyway, like I said, as we get closer to the release date, you're going to see this, all right? People like him, you can depend on the root, you know, showing up. And, you know, the messed up thing about it, right? It's like, let me run down the list of people who are in this movie, okay? You have Timothy Chalamet. You have Zendaya, Rebecca Ferguson, Jason Momoa, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Oscar Isaac, Javier Bardem, David Dasmalchia, and Thanos himself, Josh Brolin, and a host of others. All right, but the funny thing about it is, in this cast calling, you also have Sharon Duncan Brewster and Babs Olusanmukun. Okay, sorry, brother, but these are dark-skinned people who were in this movie. You said that there were none at all, my friend. So once again, you start from a place that is wrong. Now, it's your, you know, it's up to you. You know, it's your prerogative if you want to see the movie or if you don't want to see the movie. That's fine. you know, but when you put false information out there and you're an influencer, you're an educator, then I gotta push back, okay? Because once again, you're spoiling it for other people. You know, you're fucking with, you know, the art of somebody else, the hard work of other people, and you're wrong because you're being disrespectful to these dark-skinned actors who are actually in this movie, you know, by saying that there's none, and you're gonna hard pass. You're just not gonna pass, which is your prerogative, but you're gonna hard pass, knowing that you know that you're going to be influencing other people. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to push back on that. And I hope that people see through bullshit like this and people like you know, who go and shit on other people's hard work for no goddamn reason. You know, that's what I'm here for, bro. You know, because it's wrong. It's wrong. You need to be up out of our fandom, just like Ta-Nehisi Coates and any fucking body else who comes in here who wants to just ruin it, you know, with your fake, paper-thin, you know, cause. As if history, like I said before, just started today. You know, it's ridiculous. But anyway, guys, you can get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this. Like I said, the link will be in the description for what it's worth. I already read it to you, but check it out anyway. And as always, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe. And thank you guys for listening. I'll catch you in the next one. And I'm going to fix this camera. Thanks for, you know, rocking with me and bearing with me. All right, guys, this is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.